everyone, my name is Gao Zeyu. My metric number is S2002681. I'm from Group 15. The topic of my presentation today is about the risk of global capital flow, boom or ban. Global capital flows refer to the process of capital flows across national borders and include various forms such as foreign direct investment, portfolio investment, short-term capital flows, and offshore flows. These flows have a far-reaching impact on the global economy. They not only bring benefits to capital exporting countries, but also provide development funds to importing countries and promote the optimal allocation of global resources. However, sharp fluctuation in capital flows could also trigger financial crises and increase the instability of the global economy. First, let's look at the boom of the rise in global capital flows. Global capital flows have facilitated foreign direct investment to enhance efficiency. Productivity has been improved through technology transfer and innovation, increasing the resilience of firms in a crisis. They have improved the optimal global allocation for resources, lowered financing costs, stimulated technological upgrading, and increased overall productivity. In addition, capital flows allow for risk sharing among countries, smoothing consumption through international borrowing and lending, thereby boosting economic growth. In particular, FDI and equity flows are more conducive to economic growth than debt flows by facilitating technology transfer and risk sharing. Now let's look at an example. I choose China as the case study here. China is a vivid example of the benefits of rising global capital flows. After the reform and opening up, China has attracted a large amount of foreign capital, brought in advanced technology and management experience, created a large number of jobs, increased labor productivity and wages, and also improved the quality of life. China's economy has grown rapidly to become the world's second largest, and its capital market have deepened and internationalized as a result of global capital inflows. Risk of global capital flows also pose challenges. Now let's look at the bane of rising capital flows. The first is increased financial vulnerability, especially to financial crises and deep recessions when faced with large external liabilities. Second, the risk of reversal of capital flows is also high. Large capital inflows are highly susceptible to reversals, with more than one-third ending in reversals, thereby threatening economic development and financial stability. In short-term cross-border capital flows, moreover, tend to be speculative in nature and highly uncertain. Rapid and large capital inflows or outflows may pose a threat to financial markets by causing disruptions and shocks to economy. In this case, I choose Turkey as the case study. Turkey has experienced significant economic turmoil as a result of volatile capital flows. In recent years, political uncertainty, high inflation, and concern about monetary policy have led to significant capital outflows. The rapid depreciation of Turkish lira has risen debt levels have created economic instability, making it difficult for the country to attract new investment. The Turkish lira had a double-digit decline against the US dollars in the fourth quarter of 2021. Depreciation of the currency has increased the external debt burden, leading to high import costs and further exacerbating the inflation problem. In addition, reliance on short-term borrowing has increased the vulnerability to external shocks, highlighting the risks associated with volatile capital flows and inadequate financial regulation. Meanwhile, Turkey is facing a brain drain, especially among young people, due to economic turmoil and declining living standard. According to the Turkish Statistical Institute, the number of migrants in Turkey increased by 2% in 2019 compared to the previous year, with about 40.8% of all migrants between the age of 20 and 34. In order to take full advantage of boom of global capital flows, the following recommendations are made. First, international cooperation and policy coordination. In the context of globalization, international cooperation and policy coordination are crucial for the effective management of global capital flows. Through international platforms such as the G20, the IMF, and the World Bank, countries can share information and coordinate policies to reduce the negative shocks of capital flows. Number 2, capital controls and financial regulation. Capital controls are the straightforward means of managing capital flows, especially in the face of excessive capital inflows or outflows. Strengthened financial regulation is also necessary, especially in the banking sector and the securities market, to ensure financial stability and transparency. Number 3, macroeconomic policy adjustment. Macroeconomic policies, including fiscal and monetary policies, need to be flexibly adjusted to changes in capital flows. For example, faced with inflationary pressures due to capital inflows, the central bank may need to raise interest rates to stabilize prices. Conversely, in the face of the risk of recession due to capital outflows, fiscal stimulus may be more appropriate. The last one is capital flow management from a long-term perspective. In the long run, capital flow management should aim to enhance the resilience and adaptability of the economy. This includes promoting structural reforms, raising labor productivity, and investing in the education and technological innovation. In addition, building effective social protection system and financial system that is key to mitigating capital flow shocks. In conclusion, global capital flows are a double-edged sword, providing significant opportunities for economic growth and development, but also posing great risks. The key is to find a balance between taking advantage of capital flows and implementing strong policies to mitigate their negative impact. As the global economy continues to evolve, the nature of capital flows is likely to change, influenced by technological advances, geopolitical changes, and changes in financial markets. Policymakers, investors, and stakeholders must remain vigilant and adjust their strategies to ensure that global capital flows contribute to sustainable and equitable economic growth. By fostering international cooperation, strengthening financial systems, and promoting responsible investment practices, the international community can manage the complexity of capital flows and ensure that they become a boom rather than a ban.